What's going on, guys? So this is a box. I was gonna do a kind of a normal in the kitchen, but this is something that's a little too epic for that. So I've been waiting for this for months. It's something I pre-ordered back at the end of 2019. It was supposed to be out in January of this year, and then out in February of this year, and then finally made it out in March. Now, mind you, part of that had to do with, the current world health crisis. Probably slowed things down. But, as you'll see, this is awesome. So this is a box from TF Source. And this is the second most expensive robot that I've ever bought. Yes, I'm doing it this way so I can see it. This box is way bigger than I thought it would be, so that's, I think it's due to all this paper. Like, legit, like... It's all trash. Wow, okay, it's still a hefty box. Oh. There's an order sheet at the bottom. So excited. Especially after watching other people get to review this already. I have been so antsy about this figure because I wanted it for so long. Like, from the moment I saw the prototypes, I know I wanted this figure. And then, as you guys should know, I do love me some flame toys. This is only the second figure I've gotten of theirs. Everything else has been models. Okay, they really did wrap it really well. Come on, get it back. Lots of bubble wrap. Lots of static. And, oh, there it is. It smells like overseas. This thing is like wrapped and wrapped and wrapped and wrapped. Look at this, so it has extra hefty bucks. But it is their version of not IDW Prime. So, a lot of people aren't keen on this design because they would rather have IDW. And I understand that. I think that if they do an IDW version, people will flock to that. Especially considering that Drift was an IDW character. And it was based off of his. And then Tarn, more or less an IDW character. Also very much based off of his. And then now we're getting a Megatron based off of one of his IDW appearances. With some thick old plastic wrap there. Oh. But yes, I really wanted to get like the initial opening of the box on tape here, so it's kind of like I did with Devastator. So I don't have a lot of room to work. My desk is still a mess. Oh. Look at this huge case. It's got the magnets. Magnets. I don't know if I can get the camera any closer without interfering with things. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh. He's wrapped up in plastic on the inside. We've got his big old, like, Star Saber going on there. Sounds like a Matrix Buster sword. And like this thing is deep. Like, I mean, you can see, like, so there's layers. Now Drift also had some layers in his box. I'm gonna make sure I'm not setting this on anything important. Okay, so this is gonna be basically a out the box thing. Okay, let's get this clamshell out of here. Oh, hello. Hello, big boy. Oof. Paint fumes. Maybe disinfectants. Hoping, oh my god, he's heavy. He is heavy. Okay, so we got plastic wrap all around him. Keep him scratching in shipment. My god, look at this thing. That is just gorgeous. Like, kind of tell what's painted and what's just plastic. I kind of want to believe that it's all painted. But like some of it you can feel is plastic. Definite heavy die cast. Like back here. Look at these big fake wheels. So he definitely has a lot of inspiration from the IDW version. Oh, just some nubs there. But man. Now he does have light up features and stuff like that. I just don't know how to activate them. What's funny is there's a tab missing there like they would normally have to, you know, take care of that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave plastic wrap in here. Oh, this backpack. There's a little jetpack. It's pretty awesome. So that just plugs in. Well, in theory, it just plugs in. Come on. There we go. Okay, should be easier than that. There we go. Okay, so there he is with his IDW inspired backpack. Now he's got his ridiculous ab crunch happening. Oh my god. Look at this beautiful boy. The leg's a little bit loose, but it's not that bad. Okay, so he's gonna have different hands. So I assume there's a pile of hands in here somewhere. Hey, you, stand up. Okay, so that just clips on here. Stay. Oh, and he has some replacement faces. Because if you want to give him like an Orion Pax face or a half blown off face, that's crazy. There's a pedestal for the sword. I'm totally pulling out here. The funny thing is how similar this is to the great sword that Drift has. To the fact that they both transform in a similar manner. Then of course the like Matrix-y looking thing in the middle. Now this is all plastic, there's no die cast in this thing. Let's see here, just kinda oh, that's sick. That's what's sick. Okay, so let's get to, I gotta be careful because I don't want those faces to fall out. Oh Jeebus. Okay, so there's the second layer, which is all weapons. Oh, and then the third layer, which is the base. Look at this. Axes and swords and hands and guns. I like that his gun can compact. Okay. Come here. There we go. Alright, so I can take a better look at that. So I like these new axes. Those are pretty cool. Classic rifle. Very movie-verse inspired swords. And he's got how many pairs? 5 pairs of hands. So he's got 12 hands or so. Okay, so the instructions way down at the bottom. Now I know that the so did not come with the batteries installed. They're down here. That explains a bit. Okay, so let me get this box out of my lap so I can work here. Okay, so that stand is huge. I think it might be bigger than the one Drift has, which is weird because it'd be basically the same thing. Oof, lots of static. Walking through the door. Okay, so there's the upright bit. And the really big face. Molded in a really nice, I don't know if that's molded or painted in a nice kind of just semi-gloss. Okay, so how many sets of batteries? I've got, well, not even sets of batteries, we have 7 batteries. If those are LR44s, it'd be awesome because I bought a bunch of those. As soon as they get weak, I can always put more in. Okay, so let's figure out this guy here. So that goes up. We'll just lock it in place. Tap that in. pretty much like a normal like master grade style base for Gundam. So let's just set him on there so he doesn't want to fall over. And I'm not gonna knock him, but he does. That one leg is a bit weak, so I'm concerned. Okay, so let's. Okay, that's problematic. Spudger. Okay, so lower that down where his feet are touching. So at least he's trying to stand on his own. There we go. Just have it there for moral support. His name is Moral. Probably gonna have to bust out my tiny screwdrivers for this. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Like, I'm hesitant to open the weapons and stuff just because I don't want them going everywhere. But I really want his rifle. Like, more than anything, I want his rifle. This is sealed up really well. I'm like scared to pop that because I don't want those hands going everywhere. Come on. Get out of there. Ah, yeah. So, now I know this is a very expensive thing. And frankly, that expense will put off a lot of people. But I saved for this. I saved up money. Same thing I did for Devastator. You know, it wasn't 100% out of reach. It was just me needing to work a little harder to get it. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out. This looks like the rifle looks like it should turn around, huh? So that compacts. That all does that. That does that. It's a pretty cool interpretation of his rifle. We got some copper paint, stuff like that. Set that there for the time being. And I assume, like Drift, he does have storage underneath for everything. So let's pull out the instructions. I'm trying to remember if the jets have LEDs in them. I know he's got LED in the main chest, the head, and the knees, and I think this shoulder. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. Okay. So instruction manual. Now, see, I did not get the one exclusive from D4 Toys that came with the giant jet axe. I wanted that. I just didn't have the money in time to catch it for the pre-order. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Looks like some stuff moves. He's got a whole bunch of... I like that it tells you the range of motion and how things are supposed to move. Do what? Huh. So he's got a piston in the forearm that moves when you move just this wrist armor. That's pretty cool. And then of course you have this that rocks in the back. And he's a multitude of reds. He's also different silvers. Like kind of how I did the model kit actually. Using different silvers, different grays, different blues in fact. Okay, so he's got the torso rocker. The knee is crazy. Alright, so let me try to rotate this. Okay, so let's raise him up to where he's supported. I want to see the cool things in action. Cool things in action. Cool things in action. Okay. Let's just get him to do some splits here. I want to bend the knee. That's awesome. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Yeah. So they did the thing that the IDW model kit does, and the tire here pushes back in. So they used a lot of the same engineering that they did for the model kit on this, which makes a lot of sense. So in a lot of ways, he's the IDW and their like Japanese interpretation thing. of the attack mode. So he's actually kind of both at the same time. So he has a lot of the same features of IDW Prime, the way his chest is, the little bits, the details right through here. But then he has like the big chunky legs and the weird torso parts of the other one, the attack mode version. And then just, I mean, I get that some people just, it's not the one for them. And if they ever do a full-on IDW Prime, I might go in on that too. Like, I'm not against it. I'm really, really looking at that Megatron because it is pretty. And given that they're mixing continuities to some degree, I think that Megatron will look fantastic. Now, if I had Tarm to go with it, which Tarm's re-released right now, I just can't afford to do all of the above. Tarm looks awesome. I really do like that. I just don't know if I need it. Megatron, on the other hand, I'm probably going to need. Okay, so yeah, the gun does rotate. You just got to do it, huh? Oh yeah, just hold that bit. It does rotate around. Cool. Okay, that's all I wanted. I wanted some instruction. Now I do have to find the proper hand for the gun, but I like it. It's not overly done. It looks pretty cool. I like the blue paint, silver paint, all this stuff. And I will be doing a full-on review. Don't worry about that. This is just my out-the-box reaction. Okay, so he does have sword holsters on the sides of his skirts, so to speak. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. So let's play around with that. Hold on. Okay, so you also have this little bit here can come off. So if you just don't want this extra side armor, I don't think it serves any other purpose. It's just a detail if you don't want it. So the funny thing is, like, it tells you one thing to do with the stand here, but it gives you a totally different connector for that. Okay, so this is how you install the LEDs. 3 of them go in the chest. Use a tiny screwdriver for that. Oh yeah, and this opens up. Hold on, Spudger. Spudger time. Spudger time! Excellent! There's the Matrix. The Matrix. So gorgeous in there. So you can light up the knees and you can light up the chest. And then I guess the head is technically part of that in the way it lights up. Okay. And to change out the face, you pull off the forehead stuff and you can change out that. That's pretty cool. I don't need it, but that's pretty cool. Okay, so press button A, LED center of the source, light up. Press button B, LED chest will light up. That's cool. Okay. And then you need to remove the knee chunk. Like this. Like somehow this whole thing comes off. Supposedly. Supposedly. And I will need my tiny screwdriver, so I keep saying that. Okay, so pull it out at a 45-degree angle. I might need to use my spooger. Okay, first I wanted to do a thing that I just didn't do. Hold on. Trying not to get him to do anything crazy here. It is weird that they use a totally different character. So I wanted to show this off just real quick. Even though I've watched reviews of this guy, I'm still finding new fun things that I forgot about. Okay, so that, I'm just gonna attach that back in there. That's a neat add-on. It's unnecessary, but it's cool. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around so you can see what's happening. So back here on the backpack, you want to flip this part down. I like the thrusters are here. I wish those would light up. I'm surprised they don't. Wonder what this is for. Like, that looks like it should fold out or something. Weird. Okay, but the gun can tuck away into the back there. Now it's hitting the stand, so that kind of sucks, but you got gun storage, and also, if I remember correctly, you can store the ridiculous sword back here, like that. That's a super loose fit because the gun's in the way, but he can hold his ridiculous sword on the back. Down lower, so you can see what's happening. Look at this thing. That's cool. So I like that this has movie colors, and you have big Autobot logo there. And then once again, it just shunk does that number. In a way, I think I like drift swords a little, or drift swords. Realistically, there's a lot. Also, there's a titanium finish to this, so it looks more silver here, but then around the edges, it's got like a brownish color tint to it. And there's like 7 colors just on the surface of this. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm contemplating putting the LEDs in right now. I really am. But I need my tiny screwdriver set, and I don't remember where I put it at the moment, which means I'll have to find it at the moment. So, hold on. Okay, had to find a screwdriver that would work. So just going to very carefully remove this. Which is pretty dang nerve-wracking. Come on. So you can tell that it was made at one point to have batteries already in it, or if you wanted to have a separator, because there's a slot for like a plastic tab that would interrupt batteries. Okay, so get that out of there. We'll take 3 batteries. Okay. And what are they? LR41s. So just to make my life difficult, they put in LR41s. Okay, and flat side that way. Please tell me these aren't already corroded. It's green. That would suck. Get brand new batteries that already don't work. Okay, so let's cram these guys in there. Try to put this back in place somehow. There we go. Screwdriver there. Okay, so what are the buttons? Let me see here. I guess these are the buttons? Let's see. Oh, look at that. And then the other one back here. Oh, man. That's awesome. Lights up the whole chest. Look at this. You get the veins everywhere, and then all the way through the matrix. So you can turn that off. So that's just the matrix. Matrix in the eye, right there. And all the energon vents. Oh, that is just amazing. Of course, you want the eyes lit up, because, yeah, you do. Now, I think in some aspects, Drift is probably a little bit cooler with the way his shoulders light up and stuff. I'm going to figure out this knee... Ow. Okay, so these just have very simple on and off switch, so I'll come back after I get that. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like that. So, I'm not going to play with it a whole lot more. I don't have as much time. But obviously, before I do the review and stuff, there will be much playing. But this thing is absolutely just gorgeous. And I'm not even like gotten into articulation and things like that, where I know that Flame Toys just absolutely shines. Oh, look at this. Just ridiculous ball joint hands. And then, like I said, this part moves. Everything has supplemental movement. You move that. This piston actually has a spring in it. It's just so damn cool. But I'm gonna turn off the lights because the party's over. And of course, if you have a spudger, it makes it easy to get in here and turn these lights off. Nice. Oh yeah, then there's this big guy. So the hard part is going to be like, if you want to have a display with like the sword and everything like that, you got to have things like that. It is an overwhelmingly large thing. I'm hoping it fits on my Flame Toy shelf up there because I can't exactly lower things. It's like this shelf is basically where it's going to be. So if he's too much taller than everything else, then that's going to cause some real problems. But thanks for watching this out the box thing with the Flame Toys Kuro Karakuri Optimus Prime. And come back for the actual review. I know this is basically like a big old set teaser here. And I'm okay with that because it doesn't bother me that you're bothered. Look at this. Look at it. I'll see you guys then. And remember, as always, to keep on nerding.